hands as board at the Energy Solutions Arena here in downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Well, lately, it's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Well, this is a special matchup we've got here today. 2 of the great franchises in this league. A lot of great games between these 2 clubs over the years.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Burke kicks to Hayward. Now here's Burke, covered by Parker. Fires from deep. That's good from Burke on the assist by Hayward. Burke's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board. He's checked in for Trey Burke.
And we've got a moment to see some numbers for Manu Ginobili. He's averaging about 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And so much of what this team does on offense comes from him.
Exactly. I mean, he's their leading scorer, and a lot of the possessions run through him.
It's Parker with the drive. The rebound by the Jazz. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And you don't need to dig too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost the game. I mean, their shooting percentage was abysmal.
You know, sometimes we talk about the defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, but it seemed that night they got in their own heads, couldn't get out of their own way as they lost confidence at the offensive end.
No good from Baller.
Well, head coach Greg Popovich, a big believer in what he calls corporate knowledge, the idea that continuity breeds success through players truly understanding the system at a deep level. Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Well, there's been a lot of noise about this team lately. Rumblings, if you will, talked about maybe making some changes if they don't start winning games.
And, you know, there have been talks behind closed doors, but this is a game where they can come out and make a statement. Get things back on track, if you will.
And as much as Popovich, Clark values that continuity, the team's principles really never stand still. He adapts to his personnel and adjusts his strategies.
And that's a credit to any really good leader. I've heard it said that leadership is everything when you're talking organizations, team sports. Well, that's a great point. I mean, the Spurs have won going big, they've won going small, they've won as a defensive-focused team, they've won as an offensive-focused team. I mean, they haven't changed their core principles, but to Popovich's credit, he has adjusted styles based on his personnel and where they are in their career cycle.
Fader on the way. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Nice early advantage for them on the glass, guys.
You know, part of rebounding well early is just going after the ball and boxing out. I mean, establishing that tone so that you can maintain it later in the game.
Here's Baller to the wing right side. They get it again.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Here's Parker. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 8 points for Parker.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
This Wednesday.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Baller in at point guard. Favors is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Steve Novak, and it's Exum in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. In low to Duncan. They swipe it. Here's Baller. And a miss there on the triple.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. Danny Green, a nice find by the Spurs as a 3-and-D role player. And the Spurs always seem to find those kind of guys. A mid-second round pick was Green. He got waived by the Cavs, spent some time playing abroad. Now he holds the record for 3-pointers made in the finals.
Baller, guarded by Green. Here's Baller. It's hauled in by Duncan.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Utah leading. Baller. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Baller. Good on the 13-footer. Baller's got 9. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offense.
And a tight game here as we end the first half.
Thanks, Kevin.
Okay. I don't want us moving things along too quickly to start the third quarter.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
What a good quarter of basketball for Splitter. He has 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively.
Here's Burke. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward, and it's Splitter in at the 5 down low. Hayward kicks to Burke, puts up a 3, and that one's good. Burke's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Jazz.
D there, guys, was pretty non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Baller, he's checked in for Trey Burke.
What is insane about the Spurs and how successful they are as a franchise is that in their entire franchise history, they've only missed the playoffs 4 times. That is absolutely remarkable.
No good from Duncan. Utah trailing here. Hayward passes to Ball. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Spurs shooting at 50% in a decent groove.
And with the Spurs in the playoffs, you can't even begin to think about a postseason without the Spurs being involved. Only 4 absences since 1976. That's incredible.
Parker dishes to Leonard. 6 to shoot. It's Parker with the drive, and it's blocked. The shot by Duncan, nobody around.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
There's a screen. Passes it to Baller for the lead. Shot is off. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Of course, with the Spurs, the last time they missed the playoffs, they drafted perhaps one of the best power forwards of all time in Tim Duncan.
Well, you know, he's a part of why they haven't missed the playoffs since. But the organization has run really well from top to bottom. And they deserve nothing but the success they've had since their inception because of that.
That was an important bucket. They're only 1 of 5 now, so they really had to get their offense clicking.
Out left to the wing. Puts up a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
They had major problems at the charity stripe in that game. It was interesting. They just could not make free throws.
Yeah, and that's frustrating to watch, especially on the road where your opportunities at the line tend to be a little more sparse than when you're at home. Boy, you've got to cash in on them. Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
6 to shoot. Parker's shot is off.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Baller covered by Parker. The shot's good from Baller.
They have finally fought all the way back to even the score. We're back to square one, whole new ball game.
And with a comeback like that, they've definitely got the upper hand going forward.
They set the pick. Leonard attacking. Splitter. Burks with the steal. Here's Baller. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Manu Ginobili in the final year of his 2-year contract extension with the Spurs, Steve, and some speculate that he may retire after this season.
Yeah, fantastic career for Ginobili. You know what I think, Kevin? I think Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, and Popovich should all just walk away right now. Just, go away together, and this has nothing to do with me coaching the Warriors. Nothing to do with me at all. This is about them. They've earned this. Walk away now, guys. Just leave.
I hear some admiration, but I also hear some sarcasm in there, too, from my partner.
Parker's shot is off.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Here's Baller. That one a little long.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Spurs passing it around. They get it again. Splitter passes to Duncan. Ball's knocked loose. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Baller. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Well, he turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by trying to go to the fadeaway.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Tim Duncan's such a huge part of this Spurs team on and off the court. As Coach Pop put it, he's a consummate pro. He takes great pride in fulfilling his responsibility to his teammates. He feels it very strongly. He sets the tone for the whole team. He's done it from the beginning, and people fall in line. Kevin, what a luxury.
A great player and great leader. Thanks, Doris.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Feeds it to Booker. A shot by Hayward, wide open, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Spurs leading by 4. And Ginobili, here we go. Burks with the steal. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Hayward passes to Baller. No good on the 3.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Ginobili. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Baller. No good. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Spurs lead by 6. How about a look at today's State Farm assist to the game?
Yeah, let's do it. I love the way this play developed. I think this offense really thrives off of plays like that. Turned it in.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Baller, he's in at point guard. Steve Novak is out there with Favors. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Hood in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah. Green dishes to Mills. And so it's San Antonio with the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Tim Duncan, and congratulations on this win, Tim. What was most instrumental in taking this game to...
Yo, what was going on tonight? I'm running free all over the court and you didn't give me the rock.
Man, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about making sure I get my touches, yo. Move the basketball, share with your teammates, make the extra pass so that we get easy looks. Got?
You might be right, man. I probably did have a little tunnel vision out there tonight. Next game, I'll make sure I share the ball more with you, all right? Cool?
Cool.
Yo, so what's up? It's not every day that you in the hood.
Just wanted to drop a little knowledge your way. We're in an exclusive club. A lot of people think the NBA life is easy, but I know different. There are ups and downs, pressure most people got no clue about. Wanted to make sure you're dealing okay.
Oh yeah, man, I'm good.
All right, because if I've learned anything, it's that you have to tune out all the noise. From the press, the fans, the so-called expert. Only thing that matters is what happens between the lines. Do the work, listen to the coaches, and the results will take care of themselves. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the money, the nice hotels, the private jets. Remember that,
man,
and you'll be
I
fine,
get that.
all right?
We straight.